Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Simone SRNA. I am back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing what exactly is in my iPad. If you do not already know, I am 100% paperless. I do not bring any books, any paper, anything to class besides my iPad and my iPencil. So if you are curious as to what apps I like to use and what I use on my iPad, or what apps are on my iPad that I most frequently use, then please keep on watching. First things first, do not forget to subscribe. Make sure you click the bell, that way you are notified every time I upload, and let's get into this video. Hey guys, so welcome to my iPad. This is the home screen of my iPad here. So I have a total of 4 pages, so each page somewhat has like a theme to it. So here, of course, is the main page of my iPad. I have all my Apple apps are currently in one folder. I have my calendar, my photos, the clock, settings. These are things that I use most frequently. So I try to just keep everything here in one central location. Next is the next screen that I don't have a theme for either. The Google apps, I try to keep that in one. I used to use my iPad a lot for entertainment, so like my Netflix, my Hulu, everything like that is in one, but these first 2 screens are kind of like not even the basis of the video, so we're just gonna move on to the next screen here. So this third screen is everything I use for YouTube, my business, my website. Everything here is what I use on a most frequent basis. So of course I have my editing app, what I use for my thumbnail, how I upload my videos. Of course, managing my website I use here. So I use my iPad for both my business and for school. So this last page is all the apps that I use while I'm in CRNA school. All of these are my most frequently used apps, and apps that I definitely love and need to succeed in my entire life. So I just want to bring your attention down to the docking screen at the bottom. So towards the left are all the apps that I use most frequently. These are the apps that I need on a daily basis. So we have my Notability app, my Quizlet, Safari, and Mail. So my Notability app is what I use for my note-taking, taking my notes in all of my anesthesia classes. I do have a more in-depth video on exactly how I use this app, so I will link it above in the cards. But here are all the subjects that I'm currently in, all my PowerPoints I just input in here. Quizlet is another app that I use for studying. I do use other study tools as well, and I'll make an entire video about that. But Quizlet is great because you can do matching. There's a learn option, there's a test option, and I really do find these beneficial to succeed in a lot of my anesthesia classes. The test format and everything like that is pretty similar to what I get in school as well. If you're interested, I do have a vlog coming this Sunday regarding Quizlet, so definitely be on the lookout for that. The other 2 apps, of course, or the other 3 apps I should say, are the apps that I lastly use. So I just use my clock, my iBooks, and all of that. So the next app that we're going to go into is Blackboard. I believe every college campus uses this app, I'm assuming, but Blackboard is basically how you access all of your classes, your courses, how you upload your assignments, get your grades, and this is what I use to stay on track. The next app is my iStudies Pro app. This is my planner and everything of that nature. Again, I do have a more detailed video on how I input everything, but I calculate my grades through here, all of my classes, my exams, every date that I need on all of my syllabi are all inputted in here, so I can definitely keep track of all of my assignments. This next app is the CRNA app. I'm really not sure where I heard about this app from, but I haven't really gotten a chance to even dibble dabble in it to kind of see exactly what it is. But from what I've seen so far, I believe it's just like a quiz or an exam type of app that kind of quizzes you on different topics and different subjects. Here I just kind of looked at it and kind of answered the question and got it right. But yeah, so this is another app that you can use to quiz yourself while you're in CRNA school, so I would definitely take a look at it. So this next app is by far my favorite app. It is the Airway X. I discovered this app through another CRNA, and this is basically how you can use a scope and you can intubate patients. It's a 3D kind of game, and it kind of just gets you used to seeing the different structures. And here I'm going to show you how you can nasally intubate a patient. But yeah, you can, on the right hand side, it shows you the vital signs, the pulse ox. Of course, you hear that annoying beeping sound that you'll come to love, and you just move the scope like you would in normal practice. You can visualize the different structures in the nose. It tells you, like, make sure that you avoid, tissue damage and everything like that. You can actually see the carina, the vocal cords. Yeah, just take a look and watch it. It's actually pretty cool. And there's different case studies in here as well. You can intubate a kid. You can intubate someone that has angioedema. There are different things that you'll have to look out for. Any abscesses on the vocal cords as well. And it just gives you a good practice. You can also use an inhalation agent as well, and to make sure that you can adequately put them to sleep through the induction phase of anesthesia. So this is a really fun app. So the next app that we're going to go into is a visible body, like a 3D model of the human body. I had this app for a really long time and I haven't really used it, but I can definitely use it for anesthesia school. You basically have a 3D model, I should say, of the human body. You can see the different veins, the arteries, the capillaries, the nerves, endings. You can visualize different body parts in depth, like the eye, the brain, the lungs, the gallbladder. I just figured this would be a good app. I definitely think I'll use it probably either later this semester or next semester when I go through regional anesthesia, because of course I would have to know like the brachial plexus and different nerve endings. So yeah, I think this is also a great app, and even if you're in nursing school and you're in anatomy and physiology, that would be a great app as well. The Outlook app is what I use for emails for school. My school email is through Outlook, so that's what I use to just make sure I am kept up with everything that goes on in school. Here's my productivity app where I have like my Word document, my files, my PowerPoint, any docs that I need, any documents that I need, I should say, are all in here. Anything that is currently on my MacBook, I can access it through my iPad without physically having my MacBook with me. That's something I've always liked about Apple products. The next app is a Good Notes app, and this is kind of what I use for like journaling, taking notes. I don't take notes for school per se, but just different things that I want to write down and remember all in here. I definitely have my Apex workbook in here. This is the only thing I have for school in here, and this is just stuff that you can just write in to really remember a lot of the different concepts, which I really like. So some people do prefer Good Notes as opposed to Notability, so it's all up to you what you prefer. The next app is the Khan Academy app, and I really did use this app a lot last semester when I was in organic chemistry and in patho. It just helps you remember a lot of the different concepts that we learned probably like in high school, undergrad, that you have forgotten, and just gives you a nice simplistic way to remember all of those information. My Ibooks app has all of my current textbooks. All of my textbooks are ebooks. I found that in nursing school, of course, I would never really open my textbook, and I would spend all this money and I would never really use it. So this was just a better option for me, and I can honestly say, use a lot of my textbooks. I constantly am highlighting, taking notes, and just kind of browsing through my textbook. It's just a nice way to have everything in one location without having to physically bring my textbook with me or physically have a textbook. So definitely look into the ebook option if that's something that you are interested in, and it definitely is cheaper to have the ebook as opposed to having a physical textbook, in my opinion. So the last app is the Google Drive app. I really don't use this app for anything in particular. It's just that the Notability app back up all of my notes into that drive. So if anything were to happen to my notes or Notability gets deleted, I can always upload all of my notes from the Drive app. So hopefully you found this video very interesting. Hopefully you found something that you can use in your own personal school journey. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other further questions regarding the apps that I use, and please comment down below. But I will talk to you in a later video. Bye, y'all.